Not quite my tempo. Here we go. 5, 6, and...
Cinema is peak gaslighting. The script and the directing can turn the most boring fight into the most entertaining shit you've ever seen on screen.
Yes! Yes!
Of course, there are other parameters that play a role, such as the choreography, the performance from the stuntman, or the actor him or herself, and many other stuff. But overall, all the decisions that are taken beforehand are made to make you feel something. That's why some movies are technically good and perfect. Some even say that they are objectively perfect. But the technique itself doesn't make a good movie in my opinion. Perception is key. Feelings are key.
There's one more secret I feel I have to share with you. I did not care for The Godfather.
What?
Did not care for The Godfather.
How can you even say that, Dad?
Didn't like it.
Peter, it's like the perfect movie.
This is what everyone always says. Whenever they say,
Robert De Niro, Al Pacino, you never see... Robert Duvall!
An imperfection can even be memorable, if not legendary sometimes.
Take over.
Cinema is art. It's supposed to make you feel something. Through the image, the colors, the music, the acting, etc., etc. Whatever it is that you feel while watching a movie, whether it's disgust, love, or if it makes you feel what it wants you to feel, then it's succeeded. That's how the human brain works, and that's called having an opinion. 2022 gave us long-anticipated movies such as Avatar 2, The Way of Water, Top Gun 2, Maverick, Doctor Strange 2 in the Multiverse of Madness, Knives Out 2, Glass Onion, and Sonic 2. The movie. These movies dominated the theaters, huge blockbusters raising hope for the future of many franchises and cinema itself. However, none of these made me feel as much as the one I wanted to talk about today, which is Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. With spoilers, of course.
Right as always.
This movie is an anomaly. I didn't even know that it came out when it got released. I went to see it with some friends in January because we were bored, and everyone already saw Avatar back then, so yeah. The marketing didn't do a great job in my opinion, but it's one of those movies that gets a good reputation from mouth to ear. But anyway, let's dig into this review starting with the story. So Puss in Boots, that we'll call Puss for obvious reasons, is recognized as a hero throughout the country, saving lives and doing good deeds while being adored by the people. He's nourishing his own ego and calling himself the people's
favorite fearless hero.
The movie follows the legend saying that cats have 9 lives, and it begins with Puss actually losing his 8th life, meaning that he's down to his last life. So of course, if we start with a hero at his peak, we got to watch him fall. And that fall starts with Puss' first meeting with a bounty hunter. Now, Puss' ego is bigger than himself. I mean, he defeated a freaking giant in the beginning of the movie, so of course he's confident. But that over-the-top confidence is going to be shattered into pieces, as Puss, for the first time since his first life, is about to experience fear. If he dies this time, that's it. There won't be a 10th life. So, Puss finds himself forced to run away. Now. Puss is at his lowest point, now living with an old lady and her many cats, and Perito. He's basically just living in a retirement house for cats. Oh, and he buried Puss in Boots, like literally, he buried his hat, his cape, his feather,
and of course, the boots.
He's living peacefully now. That is, until a strange family comes crashing, saying they're looking for Puss. And that family counts 3 bears and a blondie. After leaving a mark on that old lady forever, Puss hears from the bears that there's a star that can make one wish come true, meaning that Puss could possibly regain his 9 lives from this wishing star.
Starlight, star bright, first star I see tonight.
So, that star can be found with a map. But this map just fell into the hands of Jack Horner.
He was a pathetic, buttered baker's boy. Little Jack's dead. I'm Big Jack Horner.
He's basically the devil. So, the mission is clear. Getting that map with the help of Perito and Kitty that they were found on site. Yeah, about those two, they do not get along. They keep dissing each other, so the complicity is not quite there. But they still get the map. And now we're headed to the wishing star. Yay! Then we got some action, and more action, and a dope wolf scene. Then comes the scene that, well, yeah, I guess you can say that. Yeah, this scene made me fall in love with this movie. It's no action, no wolf, just this.
Puss, what's wrong?
Oh, and it's a kids' movie, by the way. We also learned that Puss and Kitty actually broke up a few years back. To be more precise, Puss ran away and left her at the altar the day of their wedding.
What?
So yeah, we get a moment to actually feel closer to our characters. Also learning about Perito's past. And Jesus, what a past, man.
They tried putting me in a packing crate, a dumpster. No matter how hard they try, I'd always find them. So one day, they get creative and they put me in a sock with a rock in it and then throw me in a river. I gnawed a hole in the sock and I swam to the surface. Never found them or my litter mate, so I guess I'm still it.
Then boom boom boom, another cool introspection and wolf scene combined. And finally, they get to the star. And as Puss is about to make his wish, he's confronted by the wolf, who, at the end of an epic fight scene, seems to give up on killing Puss.
I came here for an arrogant little legend who thought he was immortal. But I don't see him anymore.
For the moment, at least.
You know we will meet again, right?
Sí, hasta la muerte.
And the movie ends with no wish made since they got rid of the star to avoid Jack Horner making a wish. And our main 3 characters go on to another adventure. The end. This movie is awesome. It was a huge surprise for me. I mean, I liked the first one alright when it came out, but it did not leave a mark as durable as this one did. The story is really simple. Puss is on his last life, hears about a star that could allow him to gain his lives back, then at the end, gives up that idea for the greater good. But what really makes the movie is its characters, starting with Puss. He goes from an arrogant, selfish pussy to a mature cat. After going through different stages of grief, this grief being about himself,
Of course.
and accepting that he's not immortal, Puss finally finds peace and true happiness as he stops running away. The movie goes as far as to stage a lifelike panic attack in a kid's movie to make its point and climax more impactful. And, well, okay, it's impactful, alright. Yeah.
This is gonna be fun.
But this movie has 3 main characters, and the second one is Kitty. She is the love interest from the first movie, but in The Last Wish, she's here to provide weight to Puss's past and future decisions. She's the one that suffered because of Puss's mistakes.
Trust me!
Trust you? Like I did in Santa Coloma?
Really? Santa Coloma?
Si, Santa Coloma!
But she displays incredible understanding after learning why he ran away. She brings to the table conflict and sweetness, combined into a Latino way of showing affection.
Los voy a hacer a todos alfombras de baño! Puss, where are you?
So yeah, she's the perfect base for an additional character, which is Perito. At first, I thought he was only here as the annoyingly cute comic relief, and as the moo-moo to sell to kids afterwards.
He's so ugly! I love him! Can I go show my friend?
But what he represents is way simpler, yet way deeper than that. Support. He's the friend that would walk with you through the fire, that would lend his shoulder for you to cry on, or in this case, his head to pet. Then of course we got other characters. Goldie and the 3 Bears have a cute arc throughout the movie. Jack Horner is pure evil, so yeah, he was a fun ride. But the key character and the main reason this movie blew up despite the weird marketing is none other than... He gives me chills, okay? I remember the first time he appeared on screen as vividly as the first time I saw it in theaters. Everything about him is iconic. His character design, the way he's animated, his theme, I mean, listen to this. His voice actor, the way he fights, his dick. But more importantly, he's one of the main reasons that make Puss realize that life matters, no matter how many one has. And even though the end is kind of corny, it feels coherent with the main themes of the movie, which are acceptance, content, and selflessness. But these themes do not affect the rhythm of the movie. There's no slump. If you get bored by this, then maybe, I don't know, try to play Subway Surfer while watching, it might help.
Bitch.
What are you calling me a bitch for?
You're supposed to say jerk.
What?
Never mind.
Sure, this movie isn't the best at treating these themes if you had to compare it to others. But it being a cartoon makes it so much more meaningful and impactful, as the main target audience isn't used to it being treated so well in a medium such as animation. Speaking of which, let's talk about it. The medium. Of course, animation is an obvious choice here, since the first movie was animated too, which is quite convenient since this very medium conveys feelings and emotion much more freely and easily than any other, as there are no camera restrictions and no acting problems. If you have a good voice actor, that is.
Right as always.
Also, it's cheaper. To give you a global idea, for a 1 minute long video, animation costs around $7.5k to $17.5k, whereas live action costs around $8.5k to $50k for the same length. But even though I love this movie, we got to talk about its flaws. I know it's not perfect.
For sure.
For example, the way Puss finds out about the wishing star. Too easy, just blatant exposition from Goldie and the Bears. Also, why didn't Puss tell Kitty why he needed that wish? I mean, if he did, maybe she would have let him have it. Also, why didn't they make a wish, a single wish that would benefit multiple people? But remember that this movie is for kids, and what makes it even more okay is... I mean, yes, this movie has shortcuts, sure, but it doesn't treat the audience like dumbasses. So, when you mix an incredible animation and good rhythm with good characters and a nice story,
Combination.
you get a really good movie, filled with heart. But that's just how I feel.
Wow.